Hello and welcome to Perry Pencil. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Captain Underpants. Alright, let's get started. Immediately divide your page in half from top to bottom. And this is a landscape drawing. And please help me get 50 likes and 30 comments for these how to draw videos. Alright, now one of the things I noticed about Captain Underpants is he's in the shape of a pear. So one of the first things that I would like you to do is simply come in here and draw the shape of a pear. And how you do that is you draw a huge oval shape first, right? And as it comes to the top, Captain Underpants' head kind of comes in this way and comes out and around at the bottom of his waist area, which is down in here. So make the round bottom of him portion in terms of almost a circle, and at the top it comes in off the oval like this and goes around and has a pear shape to it. And then you can work with that. So once you have this established, you have the shape of his body overall. Now what I'd like to do is come in here and put a half oval shape just like this. This is where his cape is going to go. And we're going to start with this his head. All right, with his head, you want to come right up here and put almost like what I call a half watermelon shape in here for his mouth. He's smiling, and so we can have this portion of his face be his mouth that comes up and over like this. So there's a very small area in which the edge of his mouth comes almost to both sides of his face. And you can stop it there. Now, as far as his nose and eyes, off of this center line I have here, you want to take a line and kind of draw through this and around to the front. And the reason why I'm doing that, because he is standing not frontal, but he's standing 3/4 off to the side. So this will help us decide where to put things that goes in relation to everything else. So his nose is going to be just above his mouth. So you can start in by putting the shape of his nose in like this, coming over the center line, and then bringing it around like that. And his nostrils kind of come under and go around like this and come under again. All right, now for his eyes, we'll use this line that we divided here, and his right eye is going to come just in front of it like this. Okay, his left eye is going to be a little bit past this dividing line I have here on the page. So you just put his other eye right here. His eyebrow is at the top of his head, so it's like this is an excited expression. So he's excited, so he take his eyebrow and go right off the top of his head like this. We don't see his other eyebrow because it's indicated that it's going to go off of the other side of his head here. So we don't need to worry about his other eyebrow. So we'll move down to his teeth. We'll put a line that comes in like this. And we'll put in 5 lines. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead on and finish the top of his head by coming in just a little bit, and it's like an egg shape at the top, so you want to have that come in and come down like this. All right, as far as his ears are going to be a half circle. You're going to come around like this. And then the other ear is going to be just on this side of his mouth, and it's going to come around like this. Now we're going to move down. We're going to begin the first part, or the cape. The cape is going to come just under his ear. And it's going to come down to where we have this line here for the center. And we're going to put a circle right here. Come back to the right side, and we're going to have almost an M shape, but it's or an E shape. I'll put it like that. And you can have this curve come here and do an E shape, and then come into this circle that I have drawn right here. Then for the other side, it's going to completely go around under his left ear. And we'll stop there for now, and then the bottom portion of this cape is going to come around and go up and it's going to stop right about here. Because he's wearing a cape and it's going to be flowing off of his back. So let's continue this cape through his ear. It's going to go up, and the shape of it's going to come down almost like a wave. Think about a wave in the ocean. Come down, come up, and then stop it about here. Now it's going to come back into his body. So what I'd like to do is have a line slant like this and stop it there. Now we're going to pause on that. So we're going to put his arms in now. As far as his arms are going to come just under the cape, come out, and then put another line here. And then we're going to bring it into his body like this. And stop for a moment. For his left side, we'll repeat the same process. Come over, and then bring the other part of his arm in like this. Come into his body. Okay, so now we can establish his hands. Now his hands are literally 4 circles that meet one another. So I'll show you what I mean. We can lightly put a circle in here, here, here. That's number 3, and this is 4. So we can go and redefine that. And essentially his hands are 4 circles, or fingers rather, that makes up his hand. Now we come and do the same thing for his right side. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And I noticed something here. His left hand is a little too big, so I'm going to come down a little bit and make it equal with the right side. All right, so we're going to come back in here and make these smaller, just like that, because they're not that big. Okay, I'm way more satisfied with that. And now, after that, we're going to put in his belt line. It's going to come over just like this. And then repeat that same line for the border. Now, he tied his cape onto his neck, so what we want to do at this point is go ahead and put almost like a leaf shape here, or a leaf shape. It's not almost, it reminds me of a leaf. Then on this side we'll put another one here. It's going to stop like this, and then a line comes out of it like that. And we're going to put 2 dots here, 1 and then 2 on this other one on this side. Let me move that down a bit. So let's pay attention here. This is going to come over like this. I'm going to move that down and make that here. And I'm going to lighten this one up a little bit more. Okay. Now, let's move on down to his legs. Or at least let's finish the bottom portion of this part here. As I said before, this part is round, very round. And so let's go ahead and finish up his this portion of his trunks here. So we have a line that comes around like this, okay? So we'll put a line or a curve here. That's number 1. And then put number 2 here. Then the other side of that's going to come over like this. And then the other one's going to do just like this. Now, his leg is going to come out of this. So we're going to have to take an oval shape here, or half oval shape, and then come in like that. Let these 2 meet. And then put a border here, like that. We can finish this side off and then come around and meet that, okay? Now he has lines that goes in here like this, so we count those 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right here. All right, so I'm gonna start with his right leg. So for his leg, let's come on down like this and bring it in. Then right where this is where the other portion of that leg is going to go. So it's going to come off of this and in and stop. So for this leg is lower. So we're going to go ahead and bring this leg down. And then let's put his foot shape in here. So they're almost heel or toe to heel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put, this is where his big toe for his left leg is going to be, or left foot. And it's going to come over like this. And then off of the back of this, we're going to bring this in like this. and then bring his heel around like this. Now we're going to put his right heel right here, because his big toe is here, then his heel is here. We're going to come over like this and have the front of his foot come off of that, and then come around. And then bring this in. Move this line over a bit. Okay, now we're at the point where let's come back up to his ear. He has a curve that comes around like this, and then off the other side like that. Then there's a line that comes, let's move into his cape, add a little bit of detail but not too much. There's a line that comes in like this. Here there's a line that divides this and comes up around and over his shoulder. It stops about there. Now for the back side of his cape, we're gonna put 5 points. We're gonna go 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like this. And then have that come around like this. All right. Now we're gonna move on down to his feet. And we're gonna, as I said before, put that big toe in. It's gonna come around like this. You're gonna go 2, and he only has 4, so we can count them. 3, and then 4. And then off of this 4 for a pinky toe, you're gonna come in like this, and then go over to where his heel is. And then put his ankle in, which is right here. It's a little C shape. Is in reverse, of course, going this direction. And now for the other foot, we're gonna put his big toe here. And then we'll go 2, 3, and 4. And then come back like that. Now, as we did with his cape, and here he actually has dots all over them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse and add the dots and shade the mouth in, and then we'll I'll talk about a few more things before the final of the video is there. Okay, now that we're at this point, if you notice, I added the dots that's in his cape that he's wearing, and we have his toes and everything in, and shaded his mouth in. And now, if you draw along with me up to this point, you've just completely drawn Captain Underpants. And what I'm gonna do is just add minor details, not too much, it's just more cleaning up and get rid of lines that we don't need. And at the end of the video, as I always do in every video, you can pause it and take a look at it.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe by pressing this round button at the bottom. Also, click on one of the 2 top videos at the top. Please like this video, tell a friend, and share it on Facebook. Thank you. Perry Pencil.